The land of Ganerith is a great valley between the remote northern mountain chains of Ganerith. It is mostly soft, open scrub plains of thorny, dense brambles and rocky flats, but does contain small hills near the border's edge. The land is quiet, and despite its large size, holds only a small population of nomadic druids who wander the region in family groups. They dress in patchwork robes and mark their bodies and chests with 2 lashes that represent themselves as protectors of the Second Age. They live in animal skin huts, use bone and stone tools, and while many travel by foot, some use horses to travel the huge distances from border to border. They have an oral tradition, sharing all knowledge by verbal stories only, and keep nothing written down, refusing to even learn how to read and write, outlawing the practice among their clans. They guard ancient tombs of white marble that can only be found deep within the region, often a day's travel or more from the border. Some are nothing more than ruins half buried in the dirt, while others are large monolithic structures whose entryways are guarded by ancient magic and are covered in glittering domes of energy. The druids believe these structures have been sealed since the time of woe by the dwarf titan Durodin. Housing the greatest souls of the Second Age, these heroes would live on within the structures, powered by the streams of the afterlife flowing into them from the pools of the ancestors, and when those streams drained into the abyss, those same heroes became corrupted, turning into powerful undead. Now trapped, filled with bottomless rage, the druids believe if the spirits were to ever be freed, their sheer number and power would bring doom and calamity to the region, destroy the balance between the surface and the Underdark, and they may even be able to reopen the pits of hell itself through the pool of the ancients. Therefore, it is the oath of all druids to protect the seals, prevent anyone from trespassing into Ganerith, and learning about the ancient crypts. For it is believed by the druids that if the Underdark was to ever discover what lay within the crypts, all the pits would rise up at once, invade Ganerith, and break open the ancient seals. To protect the secrets, all trespassers are turned away at the border. Those who ignore the druids' warnings to turn back will be met with aggressive actions, and those who learn too much are killed in order to keep the crypts secret. So important are these secrets, all druids carry poisons that they will swallow if captured, preferring death over revealing what they know. While the tombs remain mostly sealed, the magic that keeps them closed are aging, and at times flickers, fading but for a few sparse moments. Hundreds of druids will arrive to try and hold back a failing seal, sometimes even sacrificing a life to use the soul to keep the magic strong. But as more tombs begin to falter, and the number of druids decrease, it will soon be impossible to keep them all closed. This has already allowed the spirits to break free and roam the wilds during a flicker of the seals. The spirit, enraged and insane, cut huge swaths of land into necromantic sludge and turn entire villages into undead before the druids are able to destroy the spirit and heal their lands. While terrible enough, there is yet something else to fear, for in the oldest crypts, the druids believe there are spirits far older than the Second Age, a race of creatures that remain unknown, but whose mere existence generates great chaos, whispered only in ancient tomes. Should they become free, it is not just Ganerith or even the world that would find disruption, but all the stars of the cosmos. Despite such dangers lurking within the region, to outsiders, most see Ganerith as a wasteland of scrub held by primitive hostile barbarians, and not worth the effort to explore. But sometimes, in taverns late at night, legends of great cities of gold and temples of magical potential are discussed, causing the occasional curious to venture into the land, and perhaps one day accidentally open the wrong crypt. For more information on what this mysterious unknown race could be, please present the proper clearance to the head of Exemplia. Discussion with any unauthorized personnel on this subject will lead to swift action, including execution.